What's up, folks? It's your buddy Fatalroadie. Tonight we're going to be doing the Smackdown review. We start off with a recap of last night's Raw where the Smackdown women's team laid out the Raw women's team. And due to a concussion and a broken nose, Becky Lynch will not be able to participate at SummerSlam. Out, he cuts a promo about his match at Survivor Series. Paul Heyman comes out. He says that Brock Lesnar will be getting into the ring with the second best wrestler in the WWE, insinuating that Daniel Bryan is better. AJ Styles then says that in the past year, he's gotten better at making people tap out, and he will make Brock Lesnar tap out at Survivor Series. Then Daniel Bryan comes out. He tells AJ Styles that if he ever mentions his name again, he's going to punch him in the face. They end up fighting. Shane McMahon and officials come out to break up everything. Backstage, we find out that we'll have a main event with AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan for the WWE Championship. We then come to our first match, Andrade Cien Almas versus Jeff Hardy. This was a pretty decent match. Almas had most of the offense, but Jeff Hardy was able to rally to get the Twist of Fate and the Swanton Bomb for the pin. Backstage, The Miz is shilling his DVD and tells Paige that being he's the only captain on the Smackdown team, that he wants Jeff Hardy on the team and he wants Rey Mysterio out. Paige says, if you want Rey Mysterio off the team, you're going to have to beat him, which will be our next match. Rey Mysterio versus The Miz. This is another decent match. It was a good bit of action. Rey Mysterio was able to sneak a pin after a 619 and got the win. After the match, Randy Orton came out trying to attack Rey Mysterio. Mysterio evades, and Randy Orton ends up giving the RKO to The Miz. We then have Paige in the ring. She calls out everybody from the SmackDown women's roster. She says that Becky Lynch will be naming her replacement to fill her place at Survivor Series. Becky Lynch comes out and says that even with a concussion and a broken face, she could still kick Ronda Rousey's ass. Becky Lynch then sizes up everybody on the women's roster, and then she picks Charlotte Flair. She tells Flair to make Rousey tap out as if she was going to, and surprisingly, they hug. Becky Lynch then leaves, and then backstage, Charlotte Flair says it'll be an honor to represent Becky Lynch against Ronda Rousey. We then have The Bar and The Big Show versus The New Day. Bruh. It's only the 6,894th time we've seen these people fighting each other. It was an alright match. It wasn't as much chaos as I thought was going to be. The Big Show hit the knockout punch on a midair Kofi Kingston and got the pin. Backstage, we have the Usos rallying the Smackdown team for the tag team elimination match, which would be the Club, the Colognes, and Sanity. We can pretty much write off, I'm pretty sure the Colognes are going to be the first ones out. We then come to our main event, Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles for the WWE Championship. This was a really good match. We had Daniel Bryan working on the shoulder of AJ Styles, and AJ Styles working on the knee of Daniel Bryan. There were a ton of big spots throughout this match, including one backdrop from Daniel Bryan from the top rope. That looked mean. They gave this match a pretty good runtime. Daniel Bryan dodged a phenomenal forearm from AJ Styles, but Styles knocked into the referee, and then Daniel Bryan gave AJ Styles a low blow, hit him with the knee plus. By this time the referees come around, and Daniel Bryan gets the pin, so he is now the new WWE Champion. After the match, something must have snapped in Daniel Bryan because he stomped the piss out of AJ Styles, and with that we ended tonight's Smackdown. This was actually a pretty good Smackdown as usual. I was honestly thinking we were going to have some type of invasion angle in retaliation from last night. They were talking about security being at the exits, which made no sense, had no payoff. But anyways, like I said, it was a good Smackdown. The Smackdown women's team still doesn't have a captain, and we had two matches being shaken up a little bit, with Charlotte Flair going up against Ronda Rousey and Daniel Bryan now going up against Brock Lesnar. That should be a pretty good match. But that'll do it for this episode of Smackdown Review. I'll be back later this week with the results for Survivor Series. Leave a comment down below what you thought of tonight's Smackdown, what you thought of this video. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to share and subscribe. I've been Fatalroadie. You've been awesome. Thank you very much for watching. And remember, if it's too loud, you're too old. See ya.